Good afternoon. I'm Alex Cohen. I'm one of the co-founders and the CEO of Birch, and we're changing the way that people interact with their credit cards and get value out of them. So we have a pretty big problem here in the US. There are hundreds of credit cards available at any point in time. They all have different reward programs that change frequently, whether it be quarterly, monthly, based on the merchant or the category, or the store could do a promotion that weekend. And there's no really good way to track them or actually find a card that makes sense for your spending. So if you think about currently when people shop for a credit card, it's typically via a blog. It's a big pay-for-play industry where the banks are paying bloggers to promote certain cards, and people end up with the wrong card in their wallet. Every year, consumers leave $13.2 billion on the table worth of rewards. So this is different than the amount that they're actually earning. This is the amount that they're leaving on the table that they could be earning on top of that. And we're here to fix that. So we've created a really simple platform for people to sign up. They link their existing credit and debit cards, and we've effectively rebuilt 175 different credit card models in the background. So that's everything from the categories that you earn on, the merchants, the bonuses, the annual fees. We read every term and condition for every single card, and we're able to make recommendations that way for cards that make sense for people. And we do make 10 times better recommendations. So again, if you think about going to a site like NerdWallet or Credit Karma or even Mint that has credit card recommendations within their app, they're not personalized. They're sort of just there because there are a lot of consumers who will just click apply on a credit card, and that's how they make a lot of money. What we do is we actually show you the card details. So in this case, this card earns a certain amount on different merchants or hotel brands or different categories. We categorize all of your spending, and then we actually compare it to that card and show, hey, you'd earn this amount with this card had you been using it with your real purchases. And that's X dollars more than the cards you have in your wallet. And we're the only ones that can do that today because we know all the different credit card earning schemas on the market. But beyond just new card recommendations, we actually help you use the existing cards in your wallet better. So we can retroactively go back and say, hey, you missed out on $300 in rewards last year with the cards that are already in your wallet, and here's our recommendations for how to use those cards better and make that up going forward. In addition, we'll help people use the right card in real time. So if you walk into a store, you can pull up the app, and we've partnered with Yelp to actually do the real-time geolocation, where we know that Walmart, for example, might be considered a grocery store on one card or a superstore on the other. And we'll show you which card in your wallet is best for that purchase before you check out. And then, of course, the new credit card recommendations. And we've had pretty good traction to date. So people absolutely love our credit card recommendations. We consistently have around 5% of our new users who sign up actually click apply for a new card. And last month was our highest month, where it peaked to about 12% of new users applied for a new card. So it's a lot higher than the industry standard because people are so used to reading blogs and seeing the same thing over and over again, and they haven't seen anything this personalized. Our business model is pretty simple right now. So we make money when you apply for a credit card, and we're very transparent about that. We don't put certain cards in certain places because we get paid for them. It's truly a holistic recommendation. If we get paid, that's great. A little bit about ourselves, or the team. So before this, I worked at a startup called SharpSpring. I started there as number 10. We grew to 150 people and sold in a small town in Florida. And then my co-founder worked for American Express and Ultimate Software, and this is his second startup. So we recently closed our seed round. We're focused on a lot of new product initiatives going into the next year. One of the big things is owning consumer spending and rewards as a commodity. I don't want to publicly announce what we're working on, but we've got some exciting things coming up next year. And that's it. Thank you.
Mark, starting with you.
So do you make your money when you get people to get a new credit card? If they don't, do you make anything on that consumer?
Not at the moment, no. So they can use it passively for a year, and we'll pay monthly to have them on the platform. And the goal is when they're ready for a new credit card, we're top of mind for them when they're making that decision.
And then how do you personalize? So I assume you must have a series of questions and other things that...
Yeah, so a lot of it is looking at previous spending and actually pulling insights out of that. So identifying that you spent a lot on Hyatt hotels versus Marriott, or a lot on groceries versus gas stations. And so a lot of that we can do automatically with plugging into spending directly. Then the other piece is when you do sign up, you tell us, I'm looking to optimize for flights or hotels or car rentals. And then we actually convert all those reward currencies to a dollar value. So when you're in the app, you can see that 1,000 Hyatt points are worth X dollars based on how you want to redeem them. And we personalize it through that. So there's not a long questionnaire when you sign up. It's a few simple questions. We ask you to self-report your credit score so we can filter cards that you're more likely to get approved for. And we're currently working on a full wallet recommendation. So right now we recommend just one card. Hopefully in January with the new update, we'll be able to recommend a full wallet of 2 or 3 cards that are best for everything.
Lara?
How are people primarily finding out about you today, and about how many users do you have?
So we have thousands of daily active users. I don't want to report numbers in public, but I'm happy to talk about that privately. And then right now, I write all of the content on our site. It's hard to find good content writers who know a lot about rewards and just the space in general. And then we've partnered with a few different content outlets like the Penny Hoarder, for example. We have a PR firm on retainer that does a great job of getting us into different media outlets. And then some paid acquisition, but mostly through sponsored content.
And Heath?
Thank you. Great presentation.
Thank you.
So on your team slide, you've got 2 fairly well-regarded, experienced professionals. Seems a little light for where you are in your path. How are you going to fill out your executive team?
In terms of how we're growing our team or advisors or specifically?
Yeah, internal team specifically, more than advisors.
Yeah, so there's 4 of us, so that was just the 2 co-founders. So we have a head of design, and she was at a previous startup before this, and then one of our guys who does all of our card research, we met working at Apple together. So that's the 4 in the team. We've stayed 4 for the last 2 years and been able to grow to some healthy revenue this year and thousands of users.